Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Brandon Macy.
And I'm Stephanie Shalero.
The Oswego Common Council approves the initial funding to immediately begin work on replacing the road on Route 48. According to Oswego County News Now, officials expect the right-of-way phase of the project to cost $12,930. The City of Oswego will reimburse through funds the recently approved state budget. Liverpool-based company Barton and Legaitis presented the plan for the road replacement project last month. The project is expected to be completed by November 1st.
Oswego City Councilor Nate Emmons officially announced he will be running for Oswego County Legislator in the 15th District. Emmons has served on the Oswego Common Council since January 2016 and is also the chairman of the Planning and Development Committee. The 15th District County legislation position is currently being held by Jake Mulcahy, who will not be seeking re-election. No other candidates are running at this point.
Nearly 13 million people are diagnosed with cancer each year. Our DJ Manu put on his walking shoes to see what SUNY Oswego is doing to help lead the fight against cancer.
Walk for 12 hours. The task students took on as they participated in the 8th annual Relay for Life at SUNY Oswego. Relay for Life, which partners with the American Cancer Society, works to provide help for cancer patients while finding a cure. During the overnight event, teams set up around the Maxfield Gymnasium with different games and food in order to raise money for resources that have saved lives, including 16-year breast cancer survivor Randy Martuzik.
I don't think people realize just how important and how meaningful it is to us. The money that you raise here funds research, and some of that research actually helped save my life.
For Martuzik, she's no stranger to events like this, as she's helped walk and organize the Oswego Fulton Relay for 19 years.
I did it before I had cancer, and then it became even more important after.
This year's theme was centered around superheroes, which had a more literal meaning to co-relay chairman Ina Chen.
We ended up really liking the superhero theme, also just because, everyone that are survivors of cancer, they're kind of a hero in a way.
With performances by Del Sart, challenges scattered throughout the night, and music, students found ways to keep themselves entertained or catch some rest as they worked their way to raise a total of $17,500.
I'm walking for my mom,
for my uncle,
for my grandpa,
for my dad, for my aunt, for my friend.
For those who are here, they walk for a certain reason, whether to honor somebody, remember a lost loved one, or support someone going through it right now. So I'm going to continue my walk for the same reason. For WTOP 10, I'm DJ Manu.
42 teams participated in this year's Relay for Life.
Officials from Congresswoman Claudia Tenney's office say the series of harassing phone calls received by constituents last week did not come from her office. According to Representative Tenney's office, the calls reported by constituents claiming to be from the Congresswoman's office actually came from an unknown source. Spokesperson Hannah Andrews says the calls are targeting seniors, veterans, and families with young children. Anyone who receives these calls are asked to report them to FCC or to Congresswoman Tenney's office at 202-225-3665.
A New Hartford man is charged with animal cruelty after killing a family dog. Police say 60-year-old Stephen Behrman shot and killed the dog early Tuesday morning. Behrman has also been charged with first-degree reckless endangerment and third-degree criminal possession of a weapon. He was arraigned in New Hartford Town Court and is scheduled to appear again at a later date. He is now being held in Oneida County Jail without bail.
A victim of a fatal fire last week in Syracuse is identified. 61-year-old Rosaline Mike was killed Friday when her home in Midland Avenue caught on fire. Crews responded just before 6 p.m. after neighbors reported the fire. According to a fire chief on scene, Mike was rushed to the hospital but passed away on site from her injuries. Investigators say the fire was caused by careless smoking.
4 Rome officers helped transform a local man in need of a little extra help. Officer Aaron Page talked with Bobby on Monday and invited him into the station on Tuesday, where officers Paige Buckley, George Gibo, and Sergeant Frank Fragapani donated their clothes. The men also gave Bobby a haircut and shaved his beard. According to Officer Buckley, the Rome Police Department likes to give back to the community, and this was one way they were able to do so.
Paul McCartney is coming to Syracuse. The legendary musician will be performing at the Carrier Dome for the first time ever on September 23rd. McCartney gained international fame with the Beatles and Wings, as well as several songs as a solo artist. McCartney is a two-time inductee of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and has won 21 Grammy Awards. Tickets go on sale May 1st at 10 a.m.
The New York State Senate is passing 8 bills to help fight the increasing opioid and heroin use in New York. 6 of the bills will target current synthetic designer drug mixer use laws, while the other 2 will promote health care and notify prescribers when a patient suffers an overdose. Governor Cuomo and other lawmakers have declared this drug issue a statewide crisis. Opioid deaths have doubled, and heroin-involved deaths are 5 times higher than they were in 2010.
Mental health leaders in New York are coming together to outlaw conversion therapy for minors in the state. Experts are urging lawmakers to ban the practice of psychologically altering a minor's sexuality. The pending legislation states that mental health practitioners could be cited for unprofessional conduct for performing conversion therapy. Last year, Governor Cuomo prevented insurance coverage for conversion therapy and prohibited mental health facilities in the state for using them.
Governor Cuomo announces a new initiative requiring all manufacturers of household cleaning products sold in New York to disclose all of their chemical ingredients on their websites. The new disclosure program requires all manufacturers to identify all of the ingredients in their products as well as their content by weight. The program will be overseen by the Department of Environmental Conservation. New York is the first state in the U.S. to require manufacturers to disclose ingredients in household cleaning products.
Funding for the border wall continues to have problems.
And North Korea celebrates its 85th annual War Day.
All this and more after the break, but first a quick look at the weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Rob Roback. Rob?
Yes, Brandon and Stephanie, temperatures are still hanging on. We topped out at 57 degrees in Oswego, and we're still staying on to those temperatures. You can see Fulton's in 55, a little bit colder to our south in Syracuse at 53, but right along the lakeshore, a little bit warmer here. 56 in Oswego, 57 in Fairhaven, and 55 along the I-81 corridor. Right now around the region, we have plenty of little rain, drizzles, and bands. Those are going to be moving up to our north. I'll detail that coming up after the break. But we could see a couple drizzles as the night goes on. If you head out tomorrow to work or class, 9 a.m., you can expect overcast skies, 55 degrees. And then the good news is clouds are going to dissipate as the day goes on for your day on Thursday, 3 p.m. We're going to top out at 66 degrees. I'll have your full forecast coming up. Stay tuned. You're watching WTOP Nightly News.